it comes on 2-2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. Matt Holliday will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First offering on the way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Now the pitch. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Ready now on 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, he got away with a high challenge there, but one more mistake like that, and the party might be over.
The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
You can do it.
Two. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
There you go. Now that potential winning run is on at first base. I don't think they'll try to butt him over here either. Not with one out already. He'll be open for a gapper to try and end this right here, right now.
Matt Adams will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Keep it going.
Hector Rondon will get the call here. Not a save situation, but he'll be trying to get his team onto the 11th. Matt Adams will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, two very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
That's right. You're right.
Now the 2-0. Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
The 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. That's foul off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Another payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
And you know, long at-bats like this are bad for any pitcher. But for a relief pitcher who's only going to come in and give you maybe 20 to 30 pitches anyway, well, when you use up that many bullets on one hitter and still don't wind up getting the guy out, well, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Come on, face it, now!
Now the first pitch. Tony Cruz is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. The 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Let's get the inning alive!
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Now the 1-2 pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
What is that? We're out in a double play already!
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 2-2 offering. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And you know, there are times in a game when you just have to challenge somebody. Like it or not, I think this is one of those times.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes a look at strike 3 called. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
Boys, that's a big punch out there. Now with 2 away, you can work on just getting 1 more out and extending this game another inning.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
You can do it! Let's get the base hit already! All right, make it count.
Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Let's get a hit now.
The 3-1 pitch. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Cards strand a couple. Still tied 3-3. Chris Coughlin will try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11.
Chris Coughlin.
First pitch coming. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
What a great job of leading off this inning for his teammates. On second base now with a double, with a chance to take the lead late in this ball game. He's pointing into his dugout saying, "Let's go, you guys."
Here's Javier Baez as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
The 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him in the letters.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The 1-0. And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball two. Hitters count 2-0. Curveball, and he's just not getting the calls here. It's 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. The 3-0. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 3-1 pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball four.
That's a good at-bat there. You know, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated. They're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Ryan Sweeney will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Ryan Sweeney.
And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that is down for extra bases, as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. Around third and being waved on home. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Well, as soon as this ball left his hand, I think he knew it was going to be a base hit. He's not only angry with himself for giving up the hit, but now he's losing the game, too.
Kevin Segrist will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Here's Dexter Fowler now, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
He's ready, now the pitch. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. Low roller, and he barehands it. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Boy, that's just the most exciting play in baseball right here. You're going to see him breaking on first movement at third base. So this is do or die at the plate. It's not a safety squeeze. It's suicide. He gets the bunt down, and he gets the job done.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two outs here with a runner at third. 1-0 on the way. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
One on the way. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1. Fouled back. Here comes a 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Adams got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 3. Edwin Jackson will come on now in a save situation as he'll try to put an end to the proceedings here in the bottom of the 11th. Colton Wong will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way under the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
John Jay will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back standing. And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll flip this over to Jackson, covering for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Rendell Gritchick will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Rendell Gritchick.
In tied at 93, ball one.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
One 1-0 pitch now. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
So 1-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Here comes a 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Runner at second here with one man out. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. Now. Full count pitch on its way. And he lays off, ball four. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Matt Carpenter will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Take him deep.
First pitch on the way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Look out for the double play.
The 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Watch the DP.
Now 2-0 home. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 2-1 home. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 2-2 offering. Reaches and hits this one hard the other way. And they're going to get one back, and maybe both, as this is down for extra bases. And the lead will shrink to 1 as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. This is not really a bad pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. But with his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else do it.
Matt Holliday will want to at least get one airborne so he can avoid the inning-ending double play. Now the first pitch. And there's the Jackson fastball as he uses it to get ahead 0-1.
At the plate, the worst-case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
Pause, now the pitch. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
Here's the 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right.
Come on, let's keep it going. Let's go, please. Hit here.
So 1-2 with one away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. He's got to compose himself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Come on, guys. Don't blow it. Run it. Good. Go yard. You need a base hit here.
Here now the 2-2. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. The second for one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Well, maybe it took them a couple more innings than they had hoped, but a win's a win, and they get a good one here on the road in 11 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 5-4. So long from St. Louis.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors,